Hello, and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host, Eric Smith, and today I am talking about If You Died Tomorrow, I Would Eat Your Corpse. This is from Clash. Oh, it's Wrath James White. It has an amazing cover, and this is a book of hardcore poetry. So I can't really nutshell this because there's no plot to talk about. It's just a collection of, as I say, it's hardcore. It's very sexual and erotic and violent, and it's quite a lot of. If you look at the table of contents here, I don't know how well you can see that. You got all of that, and then you've got all of that. There are a couple of prose stories in here. Um, what is the one is Her Nightmare, and then the other one I'll get to in a moment. Um, so right off the bat, I'm just gonna say this is an amazing book. Wrath James White is one of my favorite authors, and this is his second poetry collection, I believe. Some of these things have appeared in other books, other places, um, but as just a straightforward poetry collection, I think this is his second one. Don't hold me to that. But as I said, they're short, very short ones, just a few lines long. There are some that are a few pages long, and they are they're about love and lust and BDSM, if hopefully that's still the correct term, and taking things to the extreme. One could, I suppose, liken them to some of the themes in the Hellbound Heart or Hellraiser, with the juxtaposition of pleasure and pain. They're incredibly well written. They're incredibly powerful, and again, I can't describe. I can't give you a plot synopsis or talk about characters or anything like that, except for Her Nightmare, which uh, I thought. How do I do this without spoilers? I thought it was one thing, just sort of this prose description of a woman and her BDSM weekend lover, and very graphic descriptions. And then on the last page, I think it's the very last page, there's just a gut punch of a reveal. Um, that's yeah, it took my breath away in a not in a good way. Well, I mean, in a good way that it's great and powerful, but not like when you see something wonderful and it took your breath away. This again is like a gut punch. Like I just all the air was forced out of my lungs, and I'm gasping because it's a very powerful thing that happens on the last page or that's revealed. Um, so that was really cool. And then the other prose piece. Now I'm not sure if it's untitled or let me see. Okay, so there's a poem titled Perpetual Motion that is immediately followed by this prose piece with no title. So I don't know if it's technically supposed to be part of Perpetual Motion because they go together. They certainly uh, thematically are the same. And this, oh, absolutely. They're just a quick glance, just seeing two lines of Perpetual Motion. It's kind of like he took the poem and made it into this prose piece, if that makes any sense. Um, and it's a very, very powerful piece. I found it actually heartbreaking, um, which I think is a testament to the strength of Rath's writing. because all of these could just be, for titillation. I think in a lesser writer's hands, it would just be, ooh, look, there's something erotic and pornographic. Ooh, look, there's something graphically violent. But with Wrath, it is poetry in the truest sense. It's not just that it's written like a poem or as a poem, whatever the proper way to say that would be. It's not just that it's written in these lines. When you read it, it is poetic. Does that make sense? And then the prose story is the perpetual emotion prose piece. It's beautiful and it's heartbreaking, and it could have just been this thing, this story. This was the poem, and now I'm fleshing it out. But I was moved by it, and I was hurt. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. Again, I keep saying heartbreaking, and I can't think of a better term. It's a very, I was just very sad and saddened for the character. Um, excuse me. So what else can I say? I yeah, again, difficult for me being the non-intellectual, non-professional book reviewer. I'm not sure what else I can say about this. Again, nothing to really describe. Just highly recommended. 5 out of 5 on Goodreads for me. And again, I absolutely love that cover. I would hang that on the wall if I had a print of that. It's wonderful. It's one of I think one of Rath's most powerful books, and it's a quick read. It's very thin. You can see that. And again, because there some of the poems 4 lines, 6 lines. Um, but it did take a little longer than one might think because I had to stop at the end of each one and sort of let it sink in and sometimes recover from what I had just read. And it's absolutely horrifying and beautiful, and I can't recommend it enough. Um, that's if I always want to say if I died tomorrow, but it's if you died tomorrow, I would eat your corpse. Fantastic, highly recommended. Pick it up, read it, try to recover from it. Don't blame me when your insides are all twisted up. Um, so there you go. I don't know what else to say, except it's fantastic. So if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put them in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show, although what are we going to spoil? They're poems. I guess technically you could ask me what that gut punch is at the end of Her Nightmare, but I'm not going to tell you. Doesn't matter how much you ask. I'm not telling you. You got to buy the book and read it. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter is at Ronin5757. My Instagram is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. And that's all I've got for you this time. So this has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.